Hello, welcome. Just gonna make sure everything's good technology wise here. Okay, good. Looks like we're all squared away. All right, let's begin. Thank you so much. Welcome to today's live Q&A session where we're going to talk about last week's episode on the Spirituality Simplified podcast, which was all about breath work. So I hope that was really enlightening and refreshing for you. I think a good reminder for me to just remember to breathe. It really is just that simple. If anything, like that was more of just an awareness, like just to get you to think about your breathing consciously throughout the day because it is an automatic response. But when you consciously focus on your breathing, really beautiful things can happen. So that's what really this was all about. So today for the live Q&A, I'm going to go over a couple of questions from people who wrote in who are not able to attend live. And then we're actually going to do a meditation where we try out a couple of the breathing exercises we talked about. So I'm excited. Let's just get started. So, and again, if you're watching live, feel free to type in whatever question comes up. If you want to comment or share an experience, please feel free to do that. I am streaming through a service called StreamYard. And if you're watching this from Facebook, then I can see your comment come through, but I won't know what your name is unless you've given them permission. So I might if it comes up as just Facebook user, then I might just ask you if you're comfortable. You don't have to disclose your name, but so just FYI on that. But let's go ahead. All right. So the first question that came in was, is breath work the same as meditation? And so that's a really great question. I'm glad that we're going to be kind of digging a little deeper into this today. So, yes and no is the answer to that question. Yes, so you can make breath work into a specific meditation that you do. And we're actually going to be doing that in a few minutes. But you don't have to go into this long, deep meditation to practice breath work. So I'm really glad that you brought this question up because it's just a good reminder. Like, it doesn't have to be some huge, long, drawn out planned thing. You just even consciously stopping just a couple times throughout your day and just stopping to take a couple of deep breaths. I mean, that is breath work right there. And that's all that you need to do. So, again, it doesn't have to be something, planned, but it can if you want to. And it's a beautiful meditation. And if you're really feeling stressed and needing to get, centered and grounded and connected back to your body, it might be a good thing to do. But again, really the goal is just to consciously connect with your body throughout the day. That's really what it's about. And you can do that with just taking a couple of deep breaths. And the thing that's kind of cool that my guides wanted me to reiterate and share is that breath is it's like a diagnostic tool that you have within your own body. So you can use it to, scan your body for any imbalances that you have. And, through, taking deep breaths, you can pinpoint in your body where there might be an energetic blockage occurring. So let your body point those out for you through the use of your breath. It's pretty miraculous. It's pretty amazing. For example, like let's say you take a deep breath, but let's say you have a hard time taking that deep breath. Maybe it's difficult. I've had that sometimes where I'm like, I just can't take that deep breath in. And, so if you do have that, maybe there's some kind of blockage that's going on in your heart chakra. Maybe as you take a deep breath, you notice like a twitch in your leg or some kind of movement. Sometimes that happens. And, that can indicate energy movement or even a clearing. So your breath can actually clear those energetic blockages as well. And then maybe if you take a deep breath and you notice that your body just really just it's a huge reaction to that. Like you just physically are calm and relaxed. That can indicate that you are holding on to a lot of anxiety and tension. So this is all information that you can find out about your body just through breathing. So it's pretty fascinating. I mean, you can find out information too about your whole being, your physical body, your mental state, your emotional state, your spiritual state. So it's really amazing. And again, I mentioned like breath can be used as like a diagnostic tool, but in the same sense, it can also be used to immediately treat whatever imbalance that your breath diagnoses, right? So it's just kind of all in one. It's just this amazing, beautiful tool that you have within your own body. And, once your breath, brings something to your attention and your awareness, just that awareness piece of it can help you let it go. That's what's really interesting about healing is sometimes all you have to do is just become aware of something, become aware of the imbalance or the blockage. And once you become aware of it, then your body and your mind and your spirit can let that go. So that's again, breathing is really helping to bring that awareness to your entire being. And then once you become aware of something, then you can let it go. So that's another way too that breath can help release those blockages. So yes, breathing is often incorporated into meditation. A lot of times it's like the beginning of a meditation because it helps you kind of relax and get into that meditative state, both, mentally and physically. But again, my guides really just want to reiterate that the power of just taking a few deep breaths and being mindful of your breathing and being mindful of your body throughout your day. And just to remember to just stop every once in a while and be like, "Whew, okay, I just need to take a couple deep breaths," especially if you got a really stressful day going on. It's a little crazy. Um, so, breath can really help you connect to your physical body, but can help you connect to your inner light too. Because when your body and your mind are relaxed, then you can really focus in on your true self and focus in on that inner voice that you want to listen to all the time. So hopefully that answered that question. If anybody else has any questions as we're, going through this, please feel free to just comment or ask in the comments box. I'll check it periodically. Um, Now let's move on to the next question which is how do I know which breathwork exercise to do? And that's another really good question as well. I know we went through a couple different examples in the episode last week. And again, there's really no right or wrong answer here. So I encourage you to try them all out. Try a couple different ways to see which one feels the best for you because we're all different. We're all going to resonate with different things. So, one breathing exercise might feel better to your body and your mind and your spirit than another exercise. So again, I just recommend no matter what you do, just to keep it simple. That's again, that was my mantra last year. It's going to carry over and continue into 2021. Simple is key. And if all you take away from this episode is to remember just to take a couple deep breaths like right now, then the purpose of that whole episode has been fulfilled. I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's just getting that awareness and becoming more in tune and aware with your body. And it's more about being mindful of your current state and how you feel. It's taking the time to pay attention to your body and give it the self-care that it needs. And I think so many of us go about our days and we don't really check in. We don't check in with our bodies. We don't check in with our true self to see how we're doing. Things shift, energy changes. The energy is crazy right now. It's just up and down. It changes all the time. So it's really good to check in with yourself, your whole being, to see how you are and see what you need. And it's really just, again, a reminder to connect with your body and soul, and that it doesn't have to be difficult. Again, simple is key. That's the main gist of all of this. Spirituality simplified, breath work simplified. It doesn't have to be difficult or challenging or time consuming either. It's really just simple as just consciously taking a big deep breath in and just really just seeing how it feels. How does it feel when you take it in? How does your body feel as you exhale? And how do you feel after you take a deep breath? I mean, these are the things you want to take note of, and just that's kind of your check-in throughout the day. So, if you need to set reminders for yourself, maybe set an alarm that goes off every like 3 or 4 hours that just is a little reminder to just breathe. You can put a background photo on your phone. I know I had one for a little while that said just breathe or breathe in or something like that. That every time I looked at my phone, which, we look at it a lot throughout our day. So that's kind of a reminder like, "Ooh, okay, I need to take some breaths. I need to check in, see where I am." And I know too, you can program, like if you have a smartwatch. I know I have an Apple Watch personally, and it kind of reminds me every once in a while to just breathe. And I think that's kind of a neat feature. It's something I kind of just dismissed at first, to be honest. So I was kind of like, yeah, yeah. But I really feel like this is important. And that's one of those things that just comes with it. And I think you can turn it on and off, but it might be something that you turn on. You can put a sticky note on your computer. Breathe, just a reminder. Whatever it takes, just to kind of gently remind you to stop what you're doing and to just remind yourself of this beautiful, amazing vessel of your body that you have that gives you life. And that breath gives you life. Like that is critical for life. We have to have oxygen to live, right? And that's this beautiful gift that we have. And this breath gives you that strength and that vitality that you just breathe in. It's amazing. So just remind yourself of this truth that is you, and that can just lift your spirits immediately. We talked about yoga in the episode last week, and I really like my guys wanted to bring this up again because maybe if you try a yoga class that can help you to kind of get into that feeling and that rhythm of breath and connecting it with the movement of your body. And I think that the people who, and if anybody's on here who does yoga, please chime in. But, I feel like the more you practice that, the more it's going to become into your consciousness, into your daily life. So when you leave the yoga class, throughout your day, after taking yoga, you become a little more conscious of your breathing and how it does affect you throughout your whole day, throughout all of your movements, even just sitting at your desk at work, at a computer. So, that can help you to practice breathing in more of a conscious way. And then just be mindful of it outside of the class. So maybe try that. And then I love this piece too. So my guides wanted me to share one way really to that's easy to practice breath work is to connect it with gratitude. So, this allows for breath to be associated with positive responses in your brain and your body. So, as you take a deep breath in, express gratitude for this strong and beautiful, healthy body that you have, this amazing vessel that carries you throughout the day, and express gratitude for life because breathing is life, right? That like we talked about, you have to have breath to survive. So express gratitude for life, express gratitude just for being in that very moment. So breathing is a great way just to practice more mindfulness. You probably hear that a lot, but that's just a nice way to just kind of be in the moment, be in your body, be in your space, and really express gratitude for that moment. I think that's another thing we often forget to do. And we all do. We're so busy, and it's good to just take some time to really appreciate life and appreciate your body and everything that it does, and appreciate this ability to, to breathe in this vitality. And it's, I think that's just good to do in general. So connect the breathing with gratitude. That's amazing. That can be just a meditation in and of itself. And of course, too, they wanted me to remind you that if you are trying to figure out which breathwork exercise you resonate with, just ask your inner light. Go in and connect with your light and ask which breathing or breathwork exercise that you need the most that day or in that very moment. And it could change every day. There might be one that you come up with tomorrow that's different than what you need today, because again, our needs are constantly changing, our environment is changing, our energy is changing, so your breath work exercise will probably change as well. So just connect in. That's an easy way to just to figure out which exercise would be best for you. So I hope that helps and gave a few suggestions on how to determine which breathwork exercise to try out. And so what I'd like to do now is do an actual guided breathwork meditation. So we're going to try a couple of the different ways that we talked about on the episode. So at this point, if you want to find a comfortable place, you can just stay, like if you're at your computer watching this, you can just stay at your computer and just sit in a chair, or you can go lay down somewhere, whatever feels comfortable for you. This is a nice excuse to just take a break. It's around lunchtime, I think, for most of the country. So, this is a nice way to just kind of unplug from work for a few minutes. Go ahead and get comfortable. And once you get into your comfortable place, just kind of close your eyes and get relaxed. And remember, while we do this, to take some slow breaths at first, especially if this is new for you, because you don't know how your body will react. Breathing heavily and fast can make you lightheaded and dizzy sometimes. So, as we go through this, just again, be mindful of your body and how you feel. And if you do feel lightheaded at any moment, just take a few moments to breathe just normally, kind of collect yourself, and then you can join us whenever you're ready. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, close your eyes. And we're going to start by taking note of your body, by doing a body scan. So start with the top of your head and just kind of move down your body. And notice any areas that feel tense or tight, or anywhere you feel like you're really holding that tension. Are there any places in your body where you notice any pain? Is your mind racing with thoughts of the day or the to-do list? What is your breathing like right now? Just kind of take note of your current state that you're in right now, in this moment. Okay, so now we're going to try the belly breath. So take a big, deep breath in through your nose and into your belly. So when you do this, your belly will expand out. And you can put your hands on your belly if that helps. And as you exhale, you'll notice your belly flattens out again. So it's different than if you just take a breath through your lungs per se, than a big, deep one that you can feel all the way down into your belly. Let's try that one more time. And feel free to just let out that breath. I mean, if you're, by yourself, just be vocal, like let it out. And feel free to do this particular breathing exercise as much as you can, or as much as you want or need to. And notice how you feel. How, after taking a few belly breaths, how does your body feel now? Now, okay, we're going to try the nostril breathing. So try placing your right index finger over your right nostril. And then you're going to take a big deep breath in through your left nostril. Hold your breath for a moment. Remove your right finger. And then place your left finger over your left nostril. And exhale out through your right nostril. So in through the left. And then out through the right nostril. This one's interesting. It's a different one for sure. And if you have allergies, this might be difficult. You might have, and it's okay. If this one doesn't resonate, that's fine. But after you try that, then switch your fingers. So then you place your left finger first over your left nostril and take an inhale through your right nostril. Switch fingers and nostrils. Exhale out of your left nostril. So try that a few times and do a couple different cycles. Let's try that one more time. Inhale through left nostril. Hold. Exhale through the right nostril. So that's interesting. It feels really good though. I feel like it's just like this natural cycle of breath. And it really does focus, it helps you focus and be mindful of your current state and your breathing. And notice how you feel after this particular exercise. Now, I want you to try to breathe in for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 3 seconds. So let's try that now. Ready? Inhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Now hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now breathe in for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Hold for 2 seconds. 1, 2. And then exhale for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Now breathe in 1 second. Hold for 1 second. Exhale for 1 second. And notice now how you feel after that exercise. And you can do this, you can do for 5 seconds, you can mix it up and inhale for 5, hold for 3, exhale for 7. Try different times. Now I want you to say the word calm to yourself in your head as you take a big deep breath in. And then imagine breathing out the word stress as you exhale. So inhale calm, and then exhale stress. Inhale love, exhale judgment. Breathe in peace, breathe out anxiety. Breathe in joy, and breathe out pain. Oh, hi, Louisa. Thank you so much for joining. So, Louisa is a yoga expert. I'm so glad you joined today. And you have a suggestion how to do another breathing. So, let's try that right now. So, one hand over your heart, and then place another hand on your belly so that you can feel your chest and belly rise and fall with each breath. It's all about connecting with your body. Let's try that. So place your whichever hand feels good on your heart and one on your belly. Let's take a big belly breath. Oh, I've never tried that before. Let's do that one more time. That was really cool to feel the breath, like your body moving both your belly and your chest at the same time. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Louisa. And she also shared, I just want to read this as we're in our deep, nice, relaxed state. So with yoga, you do connect body with movement. And oh, okay, here's another one. Let's try this one. I slowly, mindfully raising your arms over your head as you breathe in and slowly, mindfully lowering them down back at your sides as you exhale. You can also join the hands in prayer position as you exhale, connecting to your heart. This stretches the muscles of the chest laterally and connects you to your body. Wow. Oh, see, this one, I'm so glad you came on. This is amazing. Okay, so let's try this. So we breathe in and raising our arms overhead. I've got stuff here. Try my desk. And then bring them down into prayer as you exhale. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in, raise arms up. And then bring down into prayer as you exhale. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for those additional examples. And we're going to have Louisa on to talk about yoga because I know I've mentioned it in so many different episodes. So I would love to have her come on and talk about yoga and the benefits and the connection to your body and spirituality and all of that because it really is so beneficial. So thank you so much for that. So let's take, now that we've done a few different body or breathing exercises, let's take another body scan. And starting at your head and going down, do you notice any more tension? Do you feel any pain? Do you notice any emotions that you're feeling? And just let yourself just sit and just be in this blissful, relaxed, beautiful state for just a moment. And just enjoy this calm state that is you. This is your truth. This is your true state. This is the state that your true self is in all the time. This is your true self, calm, connected, and at peace. Okay, so maybe try to come back into the room. Maybe move your hands a little, wiggle your toes. Maybe kind of open your eyes slowly, take a sip of water. Just try to ground yourself back into your present space. You can ask your light to ground you as well. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel amazing. So let us know, how do you feel right now? Comment in the chat box. How do you feel? How do you feel now compared to how you felt before we started? And, let us know which one of these exercises that you enjoyed the most. I'd be curious. So if we've got Louisa on, which one, um, how do you feel first? And then which one do you enjoy? I love the ones that you recommended too. Those are amazing. I love that. I feel like those were really powerful. I know the comments are kind of slow on here, so I'll give you a minute to respond. But I'm so thankful that you joined me today, and anybody who's watching this in the future. I just hope that this brings some attention and awareness to your amazing body and helps you give appreciation to life and this beautiful thing we call breath. I mean, it's one of those things you don't think about very much. And, because it is so automatic, but it's so incredibly important, and it connects us to our bodies and our minds and our spirit. And it's just a beautiful way to connect with the whole world around you. So, again, hope this just brings that awareness and maybe set some reminders to breathe a little bit more. And it looks like Louisa says, I feel great. I'm so connected to myself, which is nice in the middle of the workday. Yes. It's really easy when we kind of get into our what I call 3D world, it's working and, to-do lists and errands and all that kind of stuff. And, when you get into that, you do sometimes lose connection to yourself and to your body. So it's really good to take a few moments and just reconnect back in. And it looks like, so Louisa really enjoyed the breathing in calm and breathing out stress. Breathe or breath work and affirmations, 2 in 1. Yes, you can combine everything. So it's like breath work with gratitude, breath work with affirmations. I mean, it's in your meditation. I mean, there's so many great ways that you can connect it, and really you can set your intention with it too. And it's just so powerful. Um, it's breath is incredible. It's simple. It's one of those things, again, it's so simple, yet so powerful. So thank you so much, Louisa. Yes, thank you for the recommendations. We're looking forward to having you on the show so that you can talk more about yoga, and we can, get you on the live Q&A so people, can ask questions, and do some more of these exercises, or maybe do some chair yoga or something that you recommend that can get people, comfortable with it. Yoga is one of those things. I will be honest, I've said this on, past episodes, that I have a hard time with yoga. And some people connect really well, and I know the benefits, I know how amazing it is, but it's kind of hard for me. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for coming on today. And again, if you're listening and watching this in the future, if you have questions after watching it, just feel free to share in the comments or message me directly. And I want to also remind you that tomorrow is our new episode for this week. So this week's episode is on numerology. So it's another thing I talk about a lot and I'm obsessed with. So I actually had a dream about it. I was led to have this next podcast episode be about numerology. So I'm really pumped about it. That will live tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And of course, we'll have a week as well. to go over any questions about that episode. So thank you so much again for joining us today. Again, I hope this reminds you to breathe and appreciate life. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day and rest of your week. And I'll see you next time. Bye.